Absolutely. Today, we're diving into the world of technology disruption. And today, we've got a fascinating company on the menu, Palantir Technologies. Now, Bank, before we researched about Palantir, have you ever heard of this company before?
Absolutely not. This sounds like a made-up company, to be honest. Like Palantir, I don't know, sounds something like a planned company or something, but I don't know. I think through my research, I found how interesting this company could be.
Yeah, definitely. So, although Palantir may not be a mainstream company like one of the big companies like Google, Tesla, or Facebook, it is definitely still a major disruptor. Founded in 2003 by a group of former employees from PayPal, including the renowned entrepreneur Peter Thiel, Palantir set out to revolutionize the way data is analyzed and utilized. Now, Vank, let's rewind a bit. What made Palantir a disruptor in the first place?
Well, Richik, I think it's more about what Palantir did, how it made its mark by doing something different. So when you compare other tech companies that were focused on consumer-oriented products, Palantir took a really bold step into the world of enterprise software and data analytics, right? The primary goal was to provide powerful tools for organization and to make sense of complex data, but not just for example, other companies would just give companies massive loads of data and expect them to unload and unravel that themselves. But Palantir would do something different. They would collect this data, analyze it, and then compress it into a formula which would be easy for their consumers and their customers to actually utilize.
Yeah, absolutely. Palantir's platform is kind of designed to integrate, analyze, and visualize large sets of data. And it allows the companies which use Palantir's technologies to make more informed decisions about pretty much how their whole business model works. So now what sets Palantir apart from other companies in this industry is its focus on handling the messy real-world data, which other companies prefer not to.
Exactly. Think of it like this, right? You have competition that always go for the easy, safe route, where collecting and assuming data from simple things like ad collection on a specific website could be much more simpler than, for example, pattern recognition in the real world in a specific block of a city to understand how foot traffic affects how billboards affects foot traffic in a certain block, right? So I think they're really doing something that organizes the real messy, unstructured data. It's not just a neat, tidy, streamlined set of data, but rather something that is complex. And I think because of their willingness to take challenging and tough work, they're able to set themselves apart from the market. So instead of forcing themselves into a predetermined structure, Palantir also built themselves a platform that can handle chaos, making it incredibly versatile.
Yeah, and that's a very crucial point, Bank. So Palantir's software, which is often described as a data operating system, it actually enables users to work with diverse data sets. So it can range anywhere from financial records to intelligence reports, which is more beneficial to the government agencies such as the FBI, CIA, and even healthcare information, which can be so crucial for different hospitals. So it's about providing a comprehensive solution that adapts to the unique needs of each client. So it's not just one specific, the Palantir is not catering to just one specific type of people. It's a widespread industry Palantir caters towards.
Yeah, I'd actually like to hold on to one of your points about working with intelligence reports for government agencies like the FBI or CIA. I think many people underplay the impact industries like national security, where Palantir has played a significant role. When you think of national security, you often jump your mind to Lockheed Martin or BAE Systems or Boeing with national security, but with aircrafts and weapons manufacturers. But I think a large part of our national security is also heavily data oriented, and Palantir provides an extremely advanced analytic and data integration, and they've helped multiple organizations make sense of vast information. And this is key information to identify patterns and threats and neutralize it at a time where it's valuable. Palantir is honestly a very crucial part of our national security system, and I think it's really underplayed in the media.
Yeah, absolutely. So, also Palantir's involvement with like government agencies, as we mentioned before, with the FBI and CIA, and also defense organizations, has been a game changer. So they've actually had a partnership with the U.S. government through their Army contract, and it's actually intended to help counterterrorism. So with the vast amount of data that's Palantir caters towards, their data can actually help government agencies give informed decisions about how to counter terrorism.
Yeah, I think that's a great point as well, because I think in our day and age, because how afraid everyone is of terrorism and how fearful we are that our national security isn't up to date, I think Palantir is kind of one of these organizations that work in the background, where providing all this information to the government could be seen as almost a lifesaver. I think a lot of people sometimes have the misinterpretation of government recognizing and like holding on to data is a bad thing. But I think after events like 9/11 or the Boston bombings, I think having government agencies have the ability for pattern recognition and data analysis is a big game changer, especially in our aspects of national security.
Exactly. So to kind of wrap it up, Palantir just didn't follow the trend. They kind of set a new one. And although many people might still not really know about what Palantir is, hopefully we've kind of informed you about what it is and how they're set apart from the other companies. They've proved that disruption doesn't always just mean a flashy consumer product. Sometimes it's more about empowering organizations and the basic necessities of humans with the tools they need to navigate the complexities of the data landscape.
Yeah, Palantir really disrupted the industry by addressing critical needs with the ability to analyze and gain insight from really complex, difficult to understand, and data that just really needs to be put in streamlined order. And their approach for building a versatile platform also adapts to real world problems and challenges, and I think that's what really sets them apart. So yeah, I think Palantir just didn't follow a trend. They just set a new one. And they also proved that disruption doesn't always mean flashy consumer products. So, I think that's going to be a wrap up for Palantir and
Palantir's disruptive journey. So a big thanks to all our listeners for joining us today.
And it's always a pleasure, Rishik. Looking forward to the next one.
Until next time, folks, stay curious, stay informed, and keep disrupting the status quo.
Thank you.